Hey guys, Ed Spence here, Washington Music Center, and we're looking at the NORD Stage 3 digital piano. This is the flagship. This is what everyone wants to be and wants to have. You see it on tons of videos, especially CCM, like it's the industry standard. What they did in the Stage 3 over the Stage 2 is that they're simplifying their architecture. The NORD has always been kind of difficult to do certain things, and I've even had NORD reps here, and they're scratching their head. We've pulled the manual out, and we've been trying to figure some things out, and still can't figure some things out. So how I sell this is, if you need a lot of layers and you need a lot of splitting, I wouldn't recommend this. I would send you over to a Montage, Chronos, quickly, 10 times faster. But if your core sounds, your core pianos, electric pianos, your pads, you turn a button on here. If you want an organ, you just come here, push the button, there's your organ. You want something else? There it is. You know, you want something else? There are your strings and your synth pads. Now I have a layer of piano with pad. If that's what you,
layer.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I get a lot of guys telling me they like the action on this board.
The action has been the one thing that I hear most when customers come in from all types, from classically trained pianists to gospel pianists to live lounge lizards. Everyone's hand is different, and everyone's experience is different. So yes, this has a really nice action. Some guys they need to have that quick response.
Yeah.
NORD gives you that. There's some pianos that you can't do that and get that out of it. So if you're trying to do something fast, NORD is there. What I was talking about, some of the other brands, this is one of the other brands that emphasizes on the mono sound. That when you take a single line out to a direct box, to a speaker, to the house, this thing is going to sound awesome, and it cuts through. I've been in some performances, live shows where there's been a motif, there's been a NORD, and I'm sitting in the back watching the differences of the colors and the separation of sound. And when you go to the NORD, it stands out above everything else as far as being able to cut through in the mix. Because anyone who plays live knows that their life and death is depending on that sound man getting that sound right.
Yeah.
And so if you can help him any kind of way, and remember, I've taught for TD Jakes, I've been in front of thousands of people, and I've talked to churches all over. Very few churches have qualified sound engineers.
Yeah.
I'd say it might be 5% status worldwide.
Guys that really know what they're doing.
Yeah, 5%.
Except for somebody just sitting back there pushing a fader back and forth.
Correct.
You don't understand sound.
Correct. And if you don't have a monitor mix guy and a house guy, most churches just have a guy or a young lady or person, not to offend the females, that they're volunteer. So when you can have an opportunity to help them, this is the product to get, because it cuts a lot of mess out when you're trying to make sure that you can hear what you hear when you're playing. This piano cuts through. The organ cuts through. The synths cut through. It's a nice, real light action. I have nothing bad to say about it, other than the fact that if you're a deep tweaker, this is not the one for you.
Why do you say that?
For example, category search from the NORD Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, when you're talking about category searching and you want to layer and you want to have this be a sound, this be a sound, this be a sound, this is it's too difficult. Like, there's so many modes. There's a live mode, live A mode, live B mode, and you look in the manual, try to figure it out. You can't, because the manual doesn't tell you everything. So now you're on YouTube, watching this guy from here, this one here, and everyone uses it differently.
Yeah.
But what I've learned is follow the path of least resistance. When you watch live performances of people playing the NORD, they're all playing a single sound or a layered sound. That's it.
They're not trying to play it.
Correct. So when you're doing your research, it's twofold. The first half could be technical. Find tutorials, find what find out what's wrong with it and all that stuff. But the second, and it's more important, is find the live application.
Yeah,
Because
in church, that's really most of us are doing live.
absolutely, and find out how is musician A, musician B. You know, when you go to the the view of the NORD shows, there's not one performer splitting and doing anything. They're playing a single something.
Yeah, or a single layer.
Or a single layer.
Piano with a pad or string or something.
Absolutely. And I get a lot of people that want to get this to do more than what they need, but because of the red color and what they monkey see what monkey do, they I gotta have a NORD, I gotta have it, but I also need bells and I need brass. And I'm
It's
like,
sort of like that whole flavor of the month thing right now. People are like, oh man, that looks so hot on the stage, a red keyboard.
right.
And not taking nothing away from them, because I think it's a great board. But one thing musicians have to understand, every board has its application, and there's not no one board fits all.
No, you try to find, like I always ask the customer, give me your worst case scenario. Give me like what the context. Are you all by yourself? Do you have a band? Because this is going to be your singular thing. It has organ, but most organists don't want to play organ on a weighted action.
No,
Right.
It sounds good. It's a good sounding organ.
Yeah, they're going to go with the C2D.
Yeah, C2D,
You know,
exactly.
that's the most popular organ in the industry. They're back ordered right now to June or July.
Wow.
Right. So I'm selling this one out for $20,000 because you can't get it.
The C2D.
Yeah, but see, like, I'm not a great piano player in all respects, but I look great on this. I can't do it like this on certain brands because of the tension.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
heavier action.
yeah, and so the NORD again, I'm not going to say it's a one-trick pony, but it singular thing, piano or layers, simple layers. Yes, you can download more sounds. There are some pipe organs and certain sounds, but most organists won't go for this for the weighted action. But if you're in a compromise where you can only afford one thing,
It's a
then
one-trick pony.
think about
It's everything.
right. Think about your holidays, Christmas, Easter, your kids' services and live. What is the context of what you're going to be doing? And a lot of guys are getting away from the laptop now.
Yeah.
Everyone had that laptop running
the
main
plugins.
stage and all the plug. They don't sound good. When you're on a budget, you do what you do.
Yeah.
But if you had money, you'd have a real keyboard.
Yeah.
And I see a big trend going back to that because
back to that.
you turn it on. So this is a stage 3. It's really expensive. It's $4,000. We discount whatever, but that's a big chunk of money. And when you look at this investment, there are a lot of products that do more.
Yeah.
And if you have someone in your region that can show you how to navigate, because like another brand that we'll probably discuss, everyone was afraid of it because they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So I'm fortunate that I get to talk to the manufacturers and they teach me directly. So, and I deal with churches all the time, so I can help you. But the NORD is a great keyboard for the person that needs it. Don't buy it because someone else has it. Buy it because it fits your needs for your congregation or your live show.